border czar Tom Homan visited the southern border along with Republican Governor Greg Abbott of Texas yesterday. Homan and Abbott spoke to National Guard members and state troopers before serving Thanksgiving meals to service members. Homan also issued a warning to governors and mayors who say they're planning to resist the incoming administration's plans to deport people here illegally.
Don't do it. Hey, Tom Homan is the border czar. Now, if Trump wanted Holman to be effective, wouldn't he have made him head of ICE or head of Homeland Security or something? Because border czar, isn't that just a made-up thing? I mean, wasn't Kamala Harris dubbed the border czar? It's like a created position, but he's not on Trump's cabinet. You know, he doesn't really have any real power. So, it seems like he doesn't have any power to do anything. We'll have to see how this all plays out.
It's a shame we have other governors and other mayors who are right out of the gate. I said they're going to push back on President Trump and what we're trying to do, especially for interior enforcement. Let me be clear. There is going to be a mass deportation because we just finished a mass illegal immigration crisis on the border.
Yeah, so we have to have a mass deportation because we've had a mass invasion brought to you by Joe Biden. So I don't think January 6th was an insurrection. Those people didn't have any guns. They just got mad because they stole the election. Now, Joe Biden left our borders open and let everybody and anybody in, no vetting, 20 million people. That was an insurrection. Biden better pardon himself, because if he don't, I think he needs to go to prison for what he did to this country.
Where anybody can look at 9 out of 10 people claim asylum at the border will end up with an order removal. The men and women of ICE, they're going to have a tough job ahead of them. And I'm sending a message for people that say they're going to get in our way. They're going to stop us from doing what we're doing on an interior enforcement operation. I've said 100 times in the last week, don't cross that line. It's a felony to knowingly harbor and conceal an illegal alien from immigration authorities. Don't test us. The nation wants a safe country. We've had enough crime in this country, illegal alien crime. It's time to end it and stop it. President Trump's committed to it.
Hey, if it's a felony to harbor illegal aliens, then yeah, they should be arresting these mayors and governors that get in the way and block Trump from deporting all of these illegals. I don't just want the criminal illegals out. I want all of them out. Every one of them. If every single illegal was to all of a sudden go home tomorrow to their countries, the Democrats would lose like 15 seats in the House because we count illegal aliens when we do the census. So Democrats, it's all part of the cheating from the Democrats. Are they still counting votes in California? Still? It's crazy. If we had to show an ID in every state, I think Republicans would win every election. It's just my opinion.
That's Tom Homan, John Lemire, who's the border czar, that sort of nebulous position, but he has a clear mandate from Donald Trump to go in, remove illegal people here illegally.
Okay, did you hear that? He just admitted that Donald Trump has a mandate. Right? Why are they admitting that? It's their job to demonize Trump. Or it has been.
And he says he's going after the criminals first. I think most people in most communities would agree that that's a good idea.
They're agreeing with Trump. What's happening here? They're not calling him racist. It's weird.
Yeah, but the way he's talking about it, saying don't cross us, don't test us, this is happening whether you like it or not.
Yeah, a lot of bellicose rhetoric there. And
what?
There are two threats that he is saying they're going to put forth on states and cities that might not cooperate. Already, he has said we will withhold federal funding from states and cities that don't go along with these deportation maneuvers. And secondly, some of his Trump allies have suggested that if you were a mayor, say, who resists it, you yourself could be subject to arrest if you don't fully cooperate. So at least I think this is setting up to be maybe one of the big public showdowns of the early Trump administration, and one the Democrats feel like might trigger the protest movement that we saw after Trump's first term, but so far has been quiet. This time.
Yeah, so far it has been quiet. But So this deportation thing is going to ramp up big time. The media is going to lie about Trump. They're going to demonize him, call him a Nazi, whatever. But Trump does have a mandate. I think 78% of Americans want these illegals deported. And I don't just mean the criminal element. I mean all of them. So that's why we voted for Trump. The border and the inflation problem, the economy. So we overwhelmingly voted for Trump. He got the popular vote. That's the mandate we're talking about here. But the media is going to be on the wrong side of things. But they seem to be agreeing with Trump so far. But I don't think that's going to last. And you got to ask yourself why. Why are they agreeing with Trump? Could it be that their viewership has tanked and demonizing Trump doesn't work and it doesn't get them ratings? So they're trying to jump on board with Trump, maybe, so that their ratings will go up? Is it all about money? Probably.
I'm around.
The protest movement is just going to depend on the area. I remember this summer when I did a focus group of African-American voters in Michigan and heard their anger about the way that the local homeless population had been treated and kicked out of shelters to make room for migrants. And there's so much anger all around the country in these different cities that I don't know that protesters are factoring that in.
Yeah, so no one's going to be protesting, I don't think. Everyone has witnessed illegal aliens getting better treatment than Americans. They get their EBT cards filled up every month. They seem to get more benefits, more money than Americans, than veterans. It's disgusting. Kicking out homeless people out of shelters so that they can put illegals in there. None of it makes any sense. It's plain as day. Everybody can see it, and we're all sick of it.
Because Trump, we saw how the election went. This is something that the American public is really concerned about.
I'm keeping a close eye on this as this develops, but you heard the promise there from the border czar that they will not tolerate any opposition to this program.
So they seem to be going along with it. So what do you guys think? Are they going along with Trump and kind of agreeing with Trump because their ratings are so bad and they're trying a different approach? You know what I mean? Maybe they can boost their viewership by going along and agreeing with Trump. Do you think that's what's going on? I don't know, man. I don't think it'll last. We'll see. I don't think they can help themselves. They're too used to demonizing Trump and his supporters and everything. And but this is one of the first videos I've ever seen of MSNBC agreeing with Trump. What do y'all think's going on here? Give me a like, guys. Give me a share. Subscribe to this channel. Don't be a freeloader. All right? Do it!